Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And I've got like 10 minutes until my physical therapy appointment, so I forgot on Monday to do this. Monday was interesting. I was picking up all the energy around me. It was a gray day here in Utah, and it was daylight savings this last weekend, so we had that time change, and it like I slept in later, so by the time I got to this time of day, it felt earlier in the day to me, and so my body wasn't as awake. So physical therapy was just kind of really blah on Monday, and I was really having a hard time finding like the excitement for being here. And so I totally forgot to do this. I wanted to talk to you about something that happened like a week ago, maybe. At the end of my physical therapy, he puts an ice thing around my knee. Oh, that's the best part. It feels so good. And I just sit there for 20 minutes, most of the time, just kind of by myself. So I was meditating, and I talked to my knee, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, if you're having aches and pains, try talking to your body about what's going on. And when I asked my knee what's going on, I just heard this, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. And I didn't think about it at the time, but I realized later, I was like, oh, I needed to ask my knee what it was tired of. And so I asked my knee later when I remembered that. I was like, what are you tired of? And I just got this list of things I was tired of. And it's the same things I've kind of felt in life, but like they've been in my knee. Like the energy has been hanging out in my knee and creating this problem. And so I was able to kind of clear out some of that stuff and help with that aspect of it. And each time I do some clearing stuff, the next layer comes up. I wish that it was as easy as some people make it out to be. That it's just like you just ask a couple of questions, clear that energy, and everything's good. The problem is for me, and I'm guessing for a lot of people, I have these kind of layers like, here's this problem, and I'm showing you this problem because I don't want you to see the problem underneath. So there was the tired of everything. I went through a phase of like this weird, I don't want to be like my mom, because my mom had a total knee surgery. Before that, years before that, she'd had a broken kneecap, and so she had the scope. I can't remember. It's arthroscope or something like that. I don't know. It's what I had, only for a different reason. And so I'm like, I don't want to be like her. And I was having problems with the same foot she has problems with. And all these different things have been manifesting in my life that are the same things that I'm seeing my mom go through. And I just don't want to be like her. So I had to clear all that stuff. And then I had to clear like all the regrets and all the shames. Like if I hadn't have decided to get off of food stamps, I wouldn't have worked at Hobby Lobby, and then I wouldn't have gotten hurt. So I had to forgive myself for all my choices and just really look at, I made the best choice I could in each situation and give myself that permission. And when I was looking at my choices, it wasn't just about work. It was about like parenting. It was about getting my divorce. There was like all kinds of things. So when you're doing healing, we have layers of healing, and we want to try our best to choose positive. It doesn't always work. There's a lot of things like chemicals, and if you're an empath, you're picking up all kinds of stuff. There are things that can affect it, but we can always choose our mindset. At least try. Like you could at least try, even though it doesn't always feel like it works. When you're in the low despair, depression stuff, it doesn't feel like it works, but we can at least try. And so for me, that trying is constantly like, okay, how does it get better than this? What can I do to feel better emotionally, physically? What can I do to walk? Talking to my body, like, okay, what's going on in my body? The next step for my depression would be to find out what what main part of my body might be creating this, because it's like I've done all kinds of energy work, but maybe it's now time to do some body work. That's one of the big things that I've learned from this injury, is that it's time to start addressing all the things that's been stored in my body that my typical energy healing wasn't actually getting. It's like my body sees itself as a different being. So when I clear the energy, I'm clearing it for myself, but it's not always getting my body. And I haven't quite figured out how I can do both at the same time. So for now, I'm talking to each part of my body. Body, is there anything that you want me to know right now? Knee, what do you want me to know right now? Or I've been releasing things from my adrenal glands, my thyroid, my knee, my hip, my foot, whatever's causing problems at the time, just so that I can start clearing that stuff out of my body, because I've been doing energy work for so long, but I've realized it's still like hanging out in my body. So, and I know that there are different layers. There are people that get into energy work because of their body. So like they're doing all the healing on their body, and then it becomes emotional healing and then spiritual healing. And I do things backwards. And because I'm a spiritual person, I'm a very spiritual person, I started with the spiritual and emotional energies and changing my mindset. And then now it's like, okay, you got to get your body involved. You got to move for your body. You got to eat for your body. You've got to talk to your body. You've got to find out what your body needs to release right now. So that's pretty much what it is. This is kind of just like telling you everything, and hopefully you're gleaning little bits from it, because I'm not really feeling super coherent with this grand, amazing message. I'm just letting you know what's going on and some of the success I've had. On the way over here, I was doing some more releasing, and one of the things I had asked, and I just thought it was kind of funny because I didn't realize it until after the fact, is I was like, what would it take for my leg to straighten out a little bit more? And what would it take to put a certain amount of weight on it? What would it take to get a little bit more bend? Because like last Friday, I was at 68-degree bend. And then Monday I was at a 71-degree bend, and I was like, that's really cool. Like, those few degrees is incredible. Let's celebrate them. And so I was asking, these questions, and I released some energy trapped behind my knee. And I was like, well, maybe now that energy will help. Now that it's released, I can straighten my knee a little bit more. I'm excited to find out if that's true. So today's message is really like, what's going on in your body? Are you talking to your body? I had a client just talking to me. She's like, I had these problems going on. And then she was also telling me about a modality that she uses to help people heal. And she doesn't consider it energy work, but I'm like, it totally is. It's just you're guiding them instead of doing it for them, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I do both. It just depends on what intuition says to do that time. And so I told her, I said, well, talk to your kidneys and have them be your client and treat them like a client. And she was feeling the energy shift by doing this. And I was like, see, that's what you do when you're having pain in your body. Treat your body like your client and ask the questions and do the work. And that's what I've been doing with my knee. And I've seen improvement since doing it. So anyway, if I could get my knee to start saying affirmations, that would be awesome, huh? I wonder if I could do that. I bet I could. What would it take? Anyway, remember everybody to have a great day. Let your light shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. And may you have the thing you need next for your journey in becoming who you are meant to be. Whether that be a physical step, a mental step, an emotional step, a spiritual step. Whatever is your step, I hope that you have it. I hope that you get that today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.